Topping headlines across Oklahoma tonight, trouble for one of the top places to work in Oklahoma City. Devon Energy announcing after careful consideration, layoffs will take place. The company has not determined the extent of the layoffs or how many people will lose their jobs, but expects them to happen by the end of the first quarter. The company blames the layoffs on low oil and gas prices. As of today, U.S. oil prices have tumbled below $27 a barrel. The low price of a barrel of oil isn't just hurting the companies drilling it. New at 10, 5 News reporter Amy Slanchik tells us people are losing their jobs in the metal recycling industry.
For Davis Iron and Metal in Fort Smith, business is not good.
This is the worst markets today that we've had in about 12 to 15 years.
You heard him.
The worst.
The company recycles metal.
Steel, copper, aluminum, zincs, all that stuff.
And sells it to steel mills throughout the region. That metal ends up in the equipment used by oil companies. But when companies aren't drilling as often, their metal equipment isn't being replaced.
They're not buying, so we don't have anywhere to go with the material.
General Manager Walter Blackburn says they just had to lay off 1/3 of his employees, the biggest cut he's seen during his 11 years with the company.
The owner's got a big heart, and he doesn't like putting someone out of work, taking food off someone's table. So we held off as long as possible, and just a couple of weeks ago, right after the holidays, we had to take a large group and give them a severance package and had to lay them off.
The only perk is the low price of fuel for their own equipment, but he says it just isn't worth it.
When we buy, 80,000 gallons of fuel a month, that's a big savings for us. But we'd rather have people in jobs. That cheap gas price comes at a big cost.
In Fort Smith, Amy Slanchik, 5 News.
General manager of the company says across the metal recycling industry, sales have dropped about 70% in the last year and a half.